I never thought I'd have to step in and help my dad like this. It was the kind of problem no one talks about, too awkward, too shocking, too unbelievable. But when I saw the look on his face that day, I knew I had no choice. What happened next changed everything, and I never saw it coming. It all started on a regular Thursday evening. I was in my room scrolling through my phone when I heard my dad pacing in the living room. This wasn't normal. My dad was the kind of guy who always had everything under control, calm, confident, never shaken. But that night, he was different. I heard him sigh heavily. Then another sigh. Something was wrong. Curious, I stepped out. "Dad?" I asked. "You okay?" He looked up at me, startled, as if he hadn't realized I was standing there. His face was pale, beads of sweat forming on his forehead. That's when I saw it, his hands were shaking. I have a problem, he finally admitted. My stomach dropped. A problem? What kind of problem? Was he sick? In trouble? Just tell me, Dad, I said, sitting beside him. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out. He hesitated before finally saying the words that made my heart pound. "It's 12 inches. I froze. My brain scrambled to process what he just said. 12 inches. What was he talking about? "Dad, 12 inches of what?" I asked cautiously. He buried his face in his hands. "It's my biggest problem. And I don't know what to do." I felt a shiver go down my spine. The way he said it, it was like he was confessing the deepest secret of his life. "Please," I said, trying to keep my voice calm. "Just tell me what's going on." He looked at me for a long moment. Then, with a deep breath, he finally said it. "It's the bill. 12 inches of overdue notices, stacked up. If I don't fix this now, we'll lose everything." My heart stopped. I hadn't expected that. Bills. Money. Debt. I had no idea my dad was struggling this much. He had always been the strong one, the provider. But now, sitting there, he looked defeated. I swallowed hard. This wasn't just his problem. It was ours. I took a deep breath. "Dad, we're not going to let this crush us. We'll find a way." He let out a sad chuckle. "There's no way, kid. I've tried everything. I don't know what to do anymore." I thought fast. There had to be a solution. I wasn't going to let my dad drown in this. Then, suddenly, an idea hit me. A crazy, risky, unbelievable idea. I stood up. "Give me 24 hours, I said. He looked confused. "For what?" I didn't answer. Because even I didn't know if my plan would work. I grabbed my laptop and started researching. There had to be a way to make quick money, legally, of course. I scrolled through page after page, reading about online gigs, flipping items, investing, and then, I saw it. A high-stakes poker tournament. The prize? Enough to wipe out my dad's entire debt. I wasn't a gambler. But I had played before, small games with friends. I was good. Maybe just good enough. It was risky. But what other choice did I have? I signed up. The entry fee was steep, but I used every penny of my savings. It was all or nothing. That night, I walked into the dimly lit poker room. The air was thick with tension. Around me sat experienced players, some cocky, some stone-faced. And then there was me. The game began. Hand after hand, I played with my heart pounding. Every bet, every bluff, it felt like I was walking on a tightrope. Then came the final round. I was one step away from either winning it all, or losing everything. The dealer flipped the last card. I held my breath. And then I won. I actually won. I could barely believe it as I walked home with the winnings in my pocket. My hands were shaking, my heart racing. I stepped into the house, and there he was, my dad, still sitting on the couch, head in his hands. I placed the money on the table. "Dad, it's over. The debt is gone." His eyes widened. "What?" I explained everything. Every detail. At first, he didn't say anything. Then, to my shock, he started crying. Not just any cry. A father's cry, the kind that comes from years of holding it all in. And at that moment, I realized I had saved him. From that day on, things changed. My dad got back on his feet. He started fresh. And me? I learned that sometimes, the biggest problems need the craziest solutions. I had faced the impossible, and won. And that's how I saved my dad.